All right, tomorrow ovens in Central Georgia are going to be working away. Notice I said ovens and not microwaves. Thanksgiving. Yeah, whether you have a 10-pound bird, a 20-pounder, mac and cheese, potatoes, or even green bean casserole, not my favorite, you'll likely have leftovers by the time the meal is over. Now, the important part, making the most of those leftovers and making them last in the days and weeks to come. Thanksgiving is fun and all, but perhaps the best part is the mountain of leftovers you have after it's all over. The USDA has some tips to follow to make sure they turn into some easy meals rather than stomach sickness. As a blanket rule, food should be stored within 2 hours of cooking in either a refrigerator or a freezer. So there's time to eat, but you'll want to divide the food into smaller portions soon after so it can cool quickly. Most importantly, the turkey should also be portioned to cool quickly, otherwise bacteria will continue to multiply. In fact, 76% of a USDA survey respondents said that they would let the leftovers cool before putting them in the fridge. Don't do that. It could make the food unsafe. Leftovers can be kept in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 days. This means you have until the Monday after Thanksgiving to eat all of them. If you plan on eating them after 3 to 4 days, you'll want to put them in the freezer where they'll be at their best quality for 3 to 6 months. When it's time to break the leftovers out, you'll want to keep a couple things in mind, especially when getting them out of the freezer. First, it's safe to warm them up without letting the leftovers thaw on the counter. Letting them do that only opens the door for bacteria to grow. For meat, like turkey, you'll want to get the temperature up to 165 degrees. For sauces, soups, and gravy, bring them to a rolling boil in a saucepan. And when reheating using the microwave, use a microwave-safe glass container or ceramic container, but never plastic, which can release chemicals into your food. Cover those dishes for even heating and add some liquid if needed. The moist heat created will help destroy harmful bacteria and cook your food uniformly. So the most important thing there is getting that food to 165 degrees, which obviously you're not going to sit there and measure your leftovers at every turn. But as long as it is hot to the touch, not just warm, but hot to the touch, then you're going to be okay.
Oh, all good things to know, because I know there's always plenty of leftovers after Thanksgiving.
There's really a science to it all. If you're like me, you just get it out of the refrigerator and just throw it in the microwave.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, the USDA does recommend 4 days, but I definitely have eaten leftovers out of the fridge after like day 6 and been okay. So.
Me too. You'll be fine.
Just be careful. Just be careful. We don't want to be giving anybody any illnesses from the morning show.
We're speaking from experience, though.
That is true. All right, we're coming back with your top stories straight ahead.